Welcome to Joy in Our Town. I'm Sherry Duckworth. Feeding the souls of the homeless is what our first ministry does. Through clothing, feeding, and financial assistance programs, CAM Ministry is harvesting into the lives of the broken. Pastor Z has the story.
Hey, this is Pastor Z. Welcome to Joy in Our Town. We are on site here in San Antonio, Texas, right in the heart of San Antonio downtown at Christian Assistance Ministries, where this place is a buzz. There are dozens of people doing the work of Christ, dozens of people coming because they are in need, and we're looking forward to showing you what's going on here at Christian Assistance Ministries. Take a look.
39 years ago, 9 downtown churches. We took a risk and a leap of faith to create CAM. Said, what would it look like if we shared our gently used items, if we donated our dollars to serve people, if we recruited volunteers from all different churches to go and serve people in need.
CAM is almost completely volunteer run. Most of our volunteers serve one shift a week. They fill grocery bags with food. A tremendous amount of effort goes into each piece of clothing, and it has to be sorted, it has to be put in the correct pantry, it has to be hung up. Our volunteers are interviewing clients, talking to clients, and making decisions.
You are on a very personal level, talking with the clients that come into CAM and discerning what their needs are. So you have to bring out of these folks and their real needs, but anyone who comes in the doors here that meets the criteria of CAM, if we are able to help them, we will help them.
I was incarcerated for 2 years. I had lost it all. Lost all my tools, lost my vehicles, lost my homes, lost my family. I've been doing the plumbing trade for about 25 years. Once I had got released, I needed to get some tools. CAM gave me that fresh start. They just told me, you know what, go to the place where they sell tools, we will get you tools. Today, I am the owner of Already Plumbing. You don't know how far your giving goes. It will transform lives like myself.
Wow, what an amazing ministry. We are here with the Executive Director of Christian Assistance Ministries, Dawn Fosdick. Dawn, it's so great to have you today.
Thank you. We're so happy you're here.
This place is absolutely a buzz. I mean, it's Tuesday morning, and there's 30, 40 people everywhere. There's machines rolling. There's buzzing going on. What an amazing operation that you have here. Tell me about day to day, what you're doing and the things that you're doing to help the folks that come to Christian Assistance Ministries.
Well, one of the things that we think is really important about CAM is that no one must have an appointment. No one has to prove that they're worthy. We want to be the place that offers grace and action, and that when someone's facing a crisis, whether it's a short-term, one-time crisis, or it's a long-term issue of mental health disease or physical health, or a family in crisis due to abuse or poverty, we want to be the place that someone can come in that day and get help, and then receive referrals to other locations in town to deal with some of those long-term issues.
Wow. So I'm seeing people coming in today and they're getting groceries, and they're getting toiletry needs, and they're getting clothing.
Yes.
And I think we have a story that we're going to show where one of the things that people really need is assistance with some of the administrative things of being a citizen.
Absolutely.
Getting IDs and
Yes.
birth certificates.
You can imagine we all struggle with sometimes those kinds of things. When you call the insurance company and
Right.
you're about to pull your hair out,
Right.
you can imagine what it would be like if you don't have anything. You don't have your birth certificate, you don't have an ID or a social security card, and you're struggling with getting a job, with poverty, with crisis. It's very, very hard to do. So what we try to do is help people get their ID in order for them to get a job, get an apartment, get health insurance, even things like food stamps. So yes, it's critical.
Because you can't get a job if you don't have an ID.
Absolutely.
If you maybe came from a situation where you weren't shown how to do this, you're an adult and you just don't know how.
Right. We see children who've been in the foster care system who've aged out and they don't know what to do.
Wow.
We see individuals who've escaped abusive situations, so they've had to leave those things behind. Or maybe they've been in a household that was in poverty and crisis and they moved a lot, and so no one saved their birth certificate. No one helped them get a social security card. And we want these individuals to be working and be self-sufficient. And we're pretty much the only place in town that you can walk into and get that kind of help.